Shalom, shalom, everybody out there in the virtual world. It's Cantor Paul here. Welcome to the Wednesday, July the 15th edition of the TBI Zoom Siyyum. Great to see everybody out there who's joined us so far on Zoom. If you would like to join us on Zoom and don't have the Zoom formation, please don't hesitate to contact us, Rabbi, or myself individually, or the TBI office. Send us an email. We'd love to see you here to interact with you visually and orally, although we certainly do encourage anyone who's on Facebook or YouTube to interact with us in that way as well. Although YouTube's a little harder because we're not able to monitor the YouTube comments in real time as easily as Facebook. So anyway, great to see those of you who joined us so far, and I'm going to turn it over to Rabbi Kupitz.
Erev Tov, everybody. Great to see you. Wonderful to be with you. And hi to everybody here on Zoom, and to Janet and Lisa and Adele and Rita and Rochelle and Nancy on Facebook Live. And welcome to you as well. There may be others, but those are the people that I can identify. And we're going to start with a little bit of music. Debbie, Becca looks different today.
Yeah, she transformed.
And now she's a troll!
All right, Kieta, let's start with a little music.
How great it is for brothers and sisters to hang out on this day. Hine matov umanai shevet achim gam yachad. How great it is for brothers and sisters to hang out on this day. We oh oh, we oh oh, we oh oh oh, we oh oh oh, we oh oh oh. How great it is for brothers and sisters hang out on this lovely day. How great it is for brothers and sisters to hang out on this day. We oh oh, we oh oh, we oh oh oh, we oh oh oh, we oh oh oh, we oh oh, we oh, we oh oh, we oh.
Hello to Nancy and Ellen who have joined us and on Facebook Live. Great to have you always. And it's good to always be with people. And Ellen joins us from Grants Pass, Oregon. So a little further away, but it's always good to have a TBI connected family who's moved out of the area to be able to join us and to have you with us. We'll take a minute to say hello, anybody who would like to, and then we will, I'll share a story and we'll have our evening Siyyum and make some announcements. Aurora, do you want to go? You want to share with us what's on your face?
Ice cream, and where's Becca?
What?
Where's
Say it again.
Becca? Where's Becca?
Oh, where's Becca? There she is. What'd you eat? What's on your face?
Ice cream, chocolate ice cream.
Chocolate ice cream. Ah, del- delicious. Delicious. Yum, yum.
And do you want to tell the rabbi about the butterfly?
On the floor.
You saw a butterfly in the house on the floor or outside?
Outside on the floor.
You gotta wait to eat the ice cream.
It's hard to stop eating the ice cream, isn't it?
Yes.
Well, good. It's great to see you. Good to see you, Aurora. Becca, did you want to say something? Hi, Becca. I'm glad that you're there. I thought you turned into a troll because it was in
Your turn to talk.
This is my new bag.
Is that troll named Becca too?
You want to tell them
Becca
anything?
Chadasha.
You want to tell them anything?
Yes. So I did today. My dad buy me cinnamon burgers.
No, I didn't.
No
Cinnamon buns.
That's not what she said.
She went to hide.
Come here, tell her what
Quick,
you did.
come on. It's
Tell him.
going to be
Did you
somebody
eat the cinnamon buns?
Yeah.
Good. Good. And it looks like you're still doing a lot of troll things.
Yes.
Yeah. Cool. Well, great. Does that troll have a name or is that troll Becca?
What's the troll's name?
There's two
No,
bags.
come here, Becca.
She said there's two Beccas.
Oh, okay.
What's your troll's
All right.
name?
We can
Rabbi
go
wants
with
to know the
that.
troll's name.
Becca.
Becca. The
Becca.
troll's name is
All
Becca.
right. Cool. There's person Becca and troll Becca. That sounds good to me. Good to see you guys. Anybody else want to say hello? No? All right. Hi to I don't know. Hi to Kylie and to Jacinta as well. Thank you for joining us. It's always good to have you guys with us. And I'm going to share a story. The most exciting, most suspenseful moment in the entire Torah has got to be the story of the splitting of the Red Sea. Everyone remembers the story we tell each year at the Passover Seder. The Israelites escaped from Pharaoh's cruel slavery. After the 10 plagues, they leave Egyptian bondage, fleeing to the desert without even taking time to let their bread rise. Then, as they camp on the banks of the Red Sea, Pharaoh's heart is hardened one last time, and he resolves to pursue the Israelites and capture them. His chariots come charging across the desert. The Israelites find themselves trapped. The impassable sea on one side, the charging army of Pharaoh on the other. They cry bitterly to Moses, who raises his eyes to God in prayer. And God says to Moses, "This is not the time for prayer. Command the Israelites to move forward and lift up your staff and hold out your arm over the sea and split it so that the Israelites may march into the sea on dry land." Well, according to the Torah, Moses did exactly that. The people crossed into safety, and when Pharaoh's troops followed them, the sea returned, swallowed them up. Thus, Israel was freed once and for all from the cruelty of Pharaoh. This is the great story of redemption in our literature. But the rabbis of a later generation read the story a little differently. They were a little disturbed by the Torah's story. God does all the work, and the Israelites just watch the spectacle of redemption. God sends Moses, tells Moses what to say. God brings the plagues and hardens the heart of Pharaoh. God brings the Israelites out of Egypt and then saves them at the Sea of Reeds. Where are the Israelites themselves in the story? Where is the human role in bringing of redemption? What part of redemption is our responsibility? To answer these questions, the rabbis, as they often did, inserted another story between the lines of the Torah. According to the rabbi's telling, Moses leads the people to the banks of the sea. Then they hear the hoofbeats of Pharaoh's approaching armies. The people cry out to Moses. Moses prays to God. He's told to hold his staff over the sea, an act that will cause the sea to split. And he does exactly that. But the sea does not split. He tries again, but the waters still do not part. He becomes nervous. He tries to recall the exact words of God, the exact instructions. Once again, he holds the staff over the waters. Once again, they do not part. Moses panics. The people panic. Everyone is frozen with fear. No one knows what to do. No one except one person. One person understood that even Moses, our teacher, what even Moses, our teacher, could not. His name was Nachshon ben Aminadav. Nachshon understood that God was waiting. God had sent Moses, and God had brought the plagues, and God had led the Israelites out of Egypt. But now God was waiting for the people to take a role in their own redemption. God, Nachshon understood, would not part the sea until someone moved toward their own redemption, until someone was ready to risk their life to bring about salvation. And so Nachshon ben Aminadav jumped into the waters of the Red Sea. At first, everyone looked at him in wonder and awe. "What are you doing?" his family shouted, but he paid no attention. He knew exactly what he was doing, and he waded out farther until the water covered his knees. His family screamed and shouted and begged him to return, but he went further still until water reached his waist. Now everyone stood in silence and watched. He waded even further until the water covered his shoulders. Then he took a few more steps and he disappeared under the water. And only when the water had covered his nostrils and Nachshon could no longer breathe, only at that moment did the sea split and the Israelites cross in safety. For the rabbis, heaven and earth are not separate. Human beings aren't just spectators in the divine action. We are God's partners, sharing the work of bringing the world to a better place, to redemption. God needs us. And every act made by a human being to advance the dream of a repaired world is part of God's will for the world. And so Nachshon went into the sea, and Nachshon helped bring upon a redemption. Erev Tov.
So anyone who thinks that Rabbi and I are not psychically connected, I chose Josh Nelson's Wade in the Water and Avadim Hayinu to take us into Zoom Siyyum, at least the music-wise. And there we had a story about the parting of the Red Sea. How appropriate.
All right. So you want to do those before or after Zoom Siyyum? You ready for them now?
No. Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
No, we did it. We played, that's what we played.
Oh, that's what you played.
The lead in.
I
can do it.
My stuff
Wade
wasn't.
In the water.
I
In the water.
understand. It's okay.
Give me an opportunity.
I didn't have sound going because it wasn't. It was set up.
Yeah. No, we played Wade in the Water.
All right, good. All right. So what we're going to do now is move into our Zoom Siyyum with a little feeling of redemption in our minds and in our hearts. We'll join in our Shema and Hashkivanim prayers. Then we'll have a couple of announcements, and then we'll close with a song.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. 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 Baruch Shem Kavod Malchuto, לעולם ועד. ברוך שם כבוד מלכותו, לעולם ועד. שמע ישראל, אדוני אלוהינו, אדוני אחד. שמע ישראל, אדוני אלוהינו, אדוני אחד. השכיבנו אדוני אלוהינו לשלום, לשלום, והעמידנו שומרנו לחיים, ופרוס עלינו סוכת שלומך, ופרוס עלינו סוכת שלומך. Amen. Shelter us beneath your wings, O Adonai. Guard us from all harmful things, O Adonai. Keep us safe throughout the night, till we wake with morning's light. Teach us, God, wrong from right, O Adonai. Amen. Amen, amen. Amen, amen. Amen. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leshalom, leshalom. Vehamidenu shomrenu lechayim. Ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha, ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha. Amen.
Just a few announcements. Just the rest of this week. I'll come back to tonight for in a minute, but the rest of this week, tomorrow morning is Thursday morning. There's music with Cantor Paul at 11 a.m. on the TBI Facebook page. And then, of course, Friday evening, we have 6:30 services and 7:30 services, 6:30 for family Shabbat and 7:30 for our regular Shabbat classic service. Your congregational email you got last Thursday, but comes out again tomorrow night. So take a good look at it tomorrow night for upcoming things. Right after this is, for those who have already watched the film, because it's a film discussion group, is the Adult Jewish Learning Cake Maker. No, that's what's in the calendar. Sorry. What is it?
It's, oh, wait. Oh, sorry.
No?
Serious man.
Thank you.
Ah, okay.
Sorry about that.
It's all right. So there's a film after this. If you've seen that, if you've been going along with the films and watching them, then you will be able to be part of that conversation. And Cantor Paul, anything else to announce? You're on mute.
Download.
I like it that way, though.
Yeah, I bet you do. I know it's a bit in advance, but on we have a Tisha B'Av experience coming up on Wednesday evening, July 29th. So that would be 2 weeks from this evening. It's in commemoration of the Jewish holiday, the 9th of Av, and we'll have some meditation, some readings. We'll chant a little bit of the book of Echa, and we'll kind of understand what a text that talks about, I think, many of the things that we're experiencing both internally and externally in our world right now. Not in a, not in the kind of way exactly that our ancestors experienced it, but I think many of us feel that there's a new relevance to the Tisha B'Av story as we, as a world, try to recover and deal with some of the greatest challenges that we've experienced in human history, from my perspective.
And I would add just that the night before that, on the 27th of July,
28th, I believe. Isn't it? Is it?
The 28th of July, the Tuesday evening, is Gary Gilbert will be leading the book conversation on Letters to My Palestinian Neighbor by Yossi Klein Halevi. It's an excellent book. If you haven't read it, you still have time. You can read it in 2 weeks. You could get that book in 5 minutes on the Kindle or on download it, and you could read it. There should be a wonderful book discussion on that Tuesday evening as part of our series, My Israeli Bookshelf. So it's
And I believe that's the kickoff.
That is
program for
correct.
My Israeli Bookshelf.
It is. And we'll end with a little music.
Sure will. Olam chesed yibaneh, yadadai, yadai, yadadai, dai. Olam chesed yibaneh, yadadai, yadai, yadadai, dai. Olam chesed yibaneh, yadadai, yadai, yadadai, dai. Olam chesed yibaneh, yadadai, dai, dai, yadadai, dai. I will build this world from love, yadadai, dai, dai, yadadai, dai. And you can build this world from love, yadadai, dai, dai, yadadai, dai. And if we build this world from love, yadadai, dai, dai, yadadai, dai, then God can build this world from love, yadadai, dai, dai, yadadai, dai. Olam chesed yibaneh, 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 yadadai, dai, dai, yadadai, dai.
Erev Tov, everybody. Cantor Paul will open up the movie group in just a minute and get that open for people. So that will be ready. Hope everybody has a wonderful evening. And if we don't see you singing tomorrow morning with Cantor Paul, then we will see you Friday night for Shabbat. Erev Tov, everyone.
Lehitrot, everybody.